So in this video, I'm going to talk about why in the heck would I even bother with a modern sporting bolt-action rifle for self-defense purposes. So there's kind of one main reason, and I'll kind of go over that, but first I want to show you something. This is a Remington 700. You've seen it in a lot of my videos. I like this thing. I'm going to have other bolt actions on my channel, just so you know, but that's just kind of like my favorite one of the moment right now. But here's this thing, and you've seen this thing before. A real fancy AR-15. This one's a Noveski. You got BCM, LaRue represented on this thing, Troy Industries, Ace, Magpul, oh geez, Rock River Arms, all kinds of stuff on this rifle. This is a very high speed, I guess you can call it a high speed rifle. Geisley trigger. It has all the neat little bells and whistles while still staying real simple. You can see it's not overly bulky or anything like that. This is kind of a 21st century rifle right here. Real high speed, really fast shooting. This is kind of the preferred gun I want to have if I'm going to go up against somebody, if I'm going to go up against multiple bad guys. This is the gun that I'd want. And I'd want to have a lot of magazines, and preferably I'd want to have my friends with their variations of this gun with a lot of magazines on them as well to help me out. So, very, very, very capable. And this video, for the sake of this video, we're talking about self-defense against bad guys. You can even throw in without rule of law, prepper type stuff, all that. I know there's a lot of guys and gals that are into that on YouTube. I'm not so much a prepper myself. That's just my choice, but I certainly, if it's your thing, then it's your thing. Nothing wrong with it. That's why we live in the land of the free, home of the brave. You can do whatever you want with your life. So, anyway, for those type of so-called scenarios, this is what you want, right? Well, honestly, for me to walk outside the front door of my house with this rifle, stuff's really got to be going down. If I'm walking out the front door of my house with this rifle and it's loaded, then something went down. Just bad news bears all over the place. Anyway, so let me move this aside. So we got the high-speed AR-15, and then we got, and you can substitute AK or whatever your flavor is. So now we got this thing, standard bolt-action rifle with iron sights. It's kind of plain looking. This one's a 270, so it holds, you've got 4-round internal magazine. This is an ADL, so that's why no detachable floor plate there. But internal magazine capacity of 4 measly rounds, plus 1, so I could go 5 rounds in this thing. And then whatever rounds I decide to carry with it, either on the butt stock or whatnot. So pretty plain rifle, and a lot of people would say, well, why would you carry that when you can carry like an AR-15 as a truck gun or something like that? That way you got more capability. And true. But my main reason for wanting to have this is based off of the fact that I like to remain the gray guy. So let me explain that. In my current town, it's very an outdoors-centric type town. Hunting, fishing, camping, hiking, all that good stuff. In fact, my wife, she works for an outdoor store here, which I think is great. She just got a job there, so yay for her. But, which boy, by the way, I cannot wait to start getting the discounts there. So yeah, I'm kind of happy about that. But anyway, so all this outdoor type stuff, outdoor lifestyle. The common thing you see in this town is you see a lot of people driving around in their trucks or SUVs, and they got gun racks, and they have guns like this in those racks. Some variation of modern bolt-action rifle. I've seen some military surplus bolt-action rifles, shotguns and whatnot. But it's always just like the basic bolt-action rifle. So that is kind of goes back into me saying I just want to be the gray guy. I want to be the guy that blends in. So I already carry a handgun. I carry a handgun when I'm on duty as a law enforcement officer. I carry a handgun off duty as well. So I already have a handgun with me, carried in a concealed manner, so I already have that capability. So if I wanted to increase that capability, instead of putting a high-speed AR-15 in my truck, which could potentially draw attention to you. Even in a town like this, people will still look. And it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just people going, oh, check out that badass AR-15 in that truck. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but again, I don't want attention. I don't need attention. I get enough attention doing my YouTube thing and all that good stuff. So I can carry a bolt gun, and I've already, even though a bolt gun is not as good as an AR-15 AK or whatnot, it's still a rifle, and it still gives me more capability than just carrying a handgun alone in a concealed manner. When you look at it, what you try to look at is what are you bringing to a fight versus trying to compare one gun to another. So obviously this bolt gun is not going to be as fast firing or whatnot as an AR-15, AK-47, M1A, whatever. But I still have a rifle. I still have a good chambering. It's a 270 Winchester, which is a very good chambering for self-defense. I guarantee you smack somebody center line with a 270 soft point, that's going to have a really, really negative effect on that bad guy. It's iron sights, so I can still use it within somewhat close distance ranges, and I do have extra rounds. So if you want to look at it from a hardcore self-defense type situation, let's say spontaneous, without rule of law breaks out, or just for whatever reason something happens, I'm still bringing a rifle to the gunfight. And I still have that capability while still being the gray guy. So I hope you guys kind of understand where I'm getting at as far as kind of like why I like bolt action rifles, why in the heck would I even consider one for a self-defense role. And I kind of hope you know where I'm going at with this. Yeah, the bolt action rifle isn't as fancy as the AR-15. I'm not going to have 30, 40, 50, 60 rounds, whatever, a fight that I can bring. But I still got a rifle, and it still fires a nice mean cartridge, and I can still do work with it. And I can carry it in a truck, and nobody is going to bat an eye at me. No one's going to care. They're going to be like, well, who cares? It's just a simple Remington ADL. It's not even a nice bolt action rifle. I mean, yeah, it is nice, but it's pretty plain. This is just a plain Jane bolt action rifle. ADL, it's a 700 ADL and 270. No one's going to care about it. So that's kind of my reasoning. Your environment might be different, and I can't tell you what to do, but don't discount the bolt guns. Don't discount for what they bring to a potential fight. There are some things you have to look at as far as other things, which I'm not going to go into this video, like as far as carrying extra ammunition with it, and over penetration and stuff like that. There's different aspects, but overall, bottom line is I'm still the gray guy, and guess what? I'm still bringing a rifle with me. All right, thanks a lot for watching. Feel free to leave your comments in the comment section below. Like, subscribe, all that good fancy stuff, and keep it safe out there.